Structure. Don't run away because I use the S word. Here's the funny thing about structure. I have never met a person either in addiction or in recovery from addiction. I rarely meet a person who embraces structure without some kind of resistance. For some reason, we resist structure. I mean, kicking and screaming. And yet, we flourish. We flourish within structure. We absolutely flourish within it. The key is, number one, to find the right structure for you, to find the right teaching for you that can give you that structure, and to find a community of people who have also stepped into that same structure, that are working on dealing with the challenges that might come up by being new in this new structure. So if you think about any major moment of change in your life, I'm thinking right now for myself I look back to, let's just take when I got sober. So I had been living a very sort of drug addicted and generally speaking addicted lifestyle. And I finally came to a decision based on reaching a bottom to move into recovery. What did I need to move into recovery? I needed some form of structure. Although if you had told me that at the time, I would have been running the other direction, right? The structure that I used at first was the four walls of a treatment center, waking up at the same time each day, eating meals at the same time each day, going to bed at the same time each day. That was my initial structure, just the basics. The philosophical, psychological, and spiritual structure that I needed was the 12 steps. That was my chosen path at that time, or it wasn't chosen, it was given to me, and later on it would become a choice of mine. And so that's like stepping into a structure. The 12 steps are nothing more than a structure. Buddhist teachings, Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, Judaism, any form of spirituality, yoga, meditation, all the different schools of yoga, all present structure that you can step into in order to bring about positive change, what we call transformation. And ultimately, not just transformation, but that other tran word, transcendence. Transcendence meaning getting up above it all, getting up above it. So structure, so critically important. As I think that you guys may now know, I'm going to take folks through an 8-week process. And the entire process is built on the idea of each of us stepping into a new structure that serves our heart and our soul so that we can make forward progress and move into that flow of the universe, which is going to feel for us like we're on the right track, like we're on purpose, like we have a reason to be here. And that feels like fulfillment each day. So no structure, living without any structure. You know who does that or who tries to do that? What person, what type of person, what category of person in the world, generally, we're speaking generally now, generally try to live without structure? Teenagers. Teenagers try to live without structure. Why? It's normal. It's normal. It's a part of development because we feel at a certain point in our development, we feel, I want to be able to do whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do it. I don't want a structure getting in the way of me being able to do whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do it. And while that might be perfectly fine for a younger person, later on, we very quickly find that if we're not actually committed to something, if we're not actually dedicated to a structure of some form in our life, that we may find ourselves in a lot of pain, very much out of alignment, and without a sense that life actually had a meaning and there was a reason to be here. And none of us want to have that experience. So structure, wonderful. Not the S letter, not a 4-letter word like some of us have thought. Let's find the right structure. I strongly, strongly encourage you to come and work with me in the 8-week awakening. It's going to be amazing.